Hi folks, welcome to episode 2 of this series. In this series, we'll be learning about how to set up a development environment. I'm using Windows currently, so for Windows, we'll need WSL. So hence, we'll be covering following things. First, we'll be installing WSL, then we'll be installing Claude. So I'll be using Claude along with OpenClaw. You can use any other tool like Gemini, GPT, or anything else that you like, but for now I'll be using Claude. And then finally we'll be learning how to install and configure OpenClaw. We can install WSL with WSL install command. Once WSL is installed, you'll have to restart your PC. Once done, we'll list all the available distributions and then we'll download a distribution for us. From this list, we'll be selecting Ubuntu and we'll be downloading Ubuntu distribution for us currently. Once Ubuntu is installed, we'll then set root username and password for the same. This marks the completion for our WSL setup. Up next, we'll start with installation of Claude. Now that Claude is installed, we'll then log inside the Claude. Now that we're done with our Claude installation, we'll start with the installation of OpenClaw. For this, we'll just copy paste the command from the OpenClaw website. We'll finish the mandatory setup that we have for OpenClaw. We'll select yes for this. We'll go for quick start. For this, I'll be using Anthropic. You can use anything else that you wish to. I already have logged into CLI, hence I've used Anthropic CLI. Now I don't want to use an Opus model since it's token consuming, so I'll be going ahead with a Sonnet 4.5 model. Now that model selection is done, we'll be choosing a channel. Now channel is how you'll be communicating with OpenClaw. For this, we'll be using Telegram, and in order to get started with Telegram, you'll need a bot token. So now, in order to generate a bot token, you'll have to go to Telegram, search bot father and open bot father. Inside that, you'll have to type in new bot. Once done, you'll have to find a suitable username. This can take multiple tries. Once you get a working username, you will get an API token for that bot. Once you get an HTTP token, you will just copy the token and then paste it inside the prompt of OpenClaw. Now once that is done, we'll ask you for web search providers. For now, we'll skip it. We will be configuring skills later on, so we'll skip this for now. We'll be not configuring any hooks as of now. So now it will install a gateway service for you. Once you've installed your gateway service, it will ask you to hatch your bot. So what this basically means is what OpenClaw should call you, how it should basically be configured, and what should be the basic tone while it replies to things. So you can consider it as a constant system prompt of how things will be working throughout. That marks the end for this installation of OpenClaw. Now we'll check if OpenClaw is working properly or not by inspecting if OpenClaw dashboard is up and running. You can do this by typing in command OpenClaw space dashboard. Ideally this should open a browser for you, but since it does not, what we'll do is we'll just copy paste the URL in browser. Now it will ask you for a gateway token. Now in order to get a gateway token, what we'll have to do is basically inside the root directory there is a hidden folder called as OpenClaw, where OpenClaw settings and everything are present. Inside that there will be a file called as openclaw.json. From that we'll go to the gateway section and we'll copy the token. Once copied, we'll paste it inside the gateway token and then connect. Now we'll do a basic checkup by sending hi. If this works for you, then probably OpenClaw is set up correctly. Now you can see it responds me with a message. That means OpenClaw is correctly set up. Now we'll check this via Telegram. Now we'll go inside our bot and we'll hit start. Once you hit start, it will ask you to pair your bot with OpenClaw. You'll just copy paste the command inside the terminal and then enter. Once you have paired, whatever you type inside the bot, it should be able to answer questions to it. If it answers, that means setup is correctly done.